Hello everyone. As in the previous class, we were discussing about the cell organelles and we have discussed the single walled cell organelle which is the Golgi body. Today we will be discussing again the cell organelles, and under the cell organelle, today in this class we will discuss about the two cell organelle. One is with the cell membrane and another one is without any cell membrane. So the cell organelle which is with the cell membrane, that is the lysosome, and the another one which is without any cell membrane, that is the ribosome. So let's start with the today's session. So one by one we will study about all these two cell organelle. So let us start with the first one, which is the lysosomes. So dear student, if we talk about the lysosomes, then lysosome, first of all, it was discovered by the scientist Christian D. Dewey in the rat liver cell. So first of all, about the discovery, who discovered the lysosome. So lysosome, dear student, it is firstly discovered by the scientist Christian D. Dewey in 1949. And from where it is discovered? So lysosome is discovered in rat liver cell. In rat liver cell. Is it okay? So next one is, where are these lysosomes present? So means the next main heading is occurrence. So dear student, lysosomes, they occur in eukaryotic organisms. Is it okay? Eukaryotic means, again I am explaining you, eukaryotic organisms are the organisms having well defined nucleus, and lysosomes, they are absent in prokaryotic cell. So if we talk about the occurrence, so in occurrence they are present in all eukaryotic cell except mammalian RBCs. Mammalian RBCs and prokaryotic cell. Is it okay? So if we talk about the occurrence, then they are present in all the eukaryotic cell except mammalian RBCs and prokaryotic cell. Is it okay? And if we talk about its structure now, structure and origin. So origin, dear student, we have studied the structure of nucleus. So this is the nucleus. Is it okay? And with the nucleus, what are attached? This is the structure of endoplasmic reticulum, and these are present ribosomes on it. These are the ribosomes which are present on the endoplasmic reticulum. और एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम से क्या होगा? एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम की वेसल से, यहाँ से एक वेसिकल निकलती है, बिकॉज वी नो कि जो एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम है, दे स्टोर द मटेरियल इन द फॉर्म ऑफ आइदर प्रोटीन एंड लिपिड, और वो जो मटेरियल होता है वो क्या होगा? एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम में नॉन फंक्शनल. तो वो फंक्शनल कहाँ होता है? व्हेन इट पासिस थ्रू द गोल्जी apparatus. तो हमने क्या स्टडी किया था? दिस इज द वेसिकल एंड दिस वेसिकल कंटेन द रॉ मटेरियल. This is the vesicle and this vesicle contain the raw material, and after then we studied the Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies with the bulging end, as I told you in the previous class. So this is the Golgi bodies. ओके तो गोल्जी बॉडीज के अंदर क्या होगा, नाउ ये जो मटेरियल है ये गोल्जी बॉडी में ट्रांसफर होगा, और अब इस मटेरियल के अंदर क्या होगा, इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द लाइसोसोम, तो एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम के अंदर जो मटेरियल होता है रॉ मटेरियल, वो किस फॉर्म में होता है, दिस इज द रॉ मटेरियल, ये किस फॉर्म में होता है, इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम, हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम्स। ये हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम्स इस वेसिकल्स के थ्रू क्या करती हैं, दे पास थ्रू द गोल्जी बॉडीज एंड बिकम्स फंक्शनल इन दिस वे. So these are the functional particles, and now this functional particle with the hydrolytic enzyme in it, this is a matrix and this matrix contain hydrolytic enzymes. Is it okay? So this matrix contain now this spherical structure which is obtained after passing through the Golgi apparatus. This structure is now called the lysosomes. Is it okay? This structure now formed is called the lysosome. So in this way lysosome arises from the endoplasmic reticulum. This is the ER and this is the Golgi bodies. So this is about the origin of the lysosome. If we talk about the structure, then as we are saying that, dear student, as we are saying that this is the spherical structure. Lysosome is spherical in nature, having these hydrolytic enzyme in it. So these are the, this is the, if we talk about the structure of the lysosome, then dear student, there is present single membrane which is limiting membrane of the lysosome, okay, and this portion is called the matrix of the lysosome, and this matrix of the lysosome, it contains the hydrolytic enzymes, hydrolytic enzymes. This matrix contain the hydrolytic enzyme. Now hydrolytic enzyme, hydro word, it is related to the breakdown. So how, what is the function of the hydrolytic enzyme? Hydrolytic enzyme helps to break the complex particles. Complex particle means like if there is a breakdown of nucleic acid, then there will be enzyme nucleases. Is it okay? There is an hydrolytic enzyme which is called nucleases. Always keep in mind student, enzymes के पीछे जो suffix होगा that will be ases. Okay, and if we talk about the breakdown of protein, then protein will be broken down in the presence of enzyme proteases. Is that clear? So in this way, if we talk about the breakdown of fat, then there will be enzyme lipase. So this is all about the functions performed by the hydrolytic enzymes. Means hydrolysis word, you know, hydrolysis word का meaning होता है break down करना, और ये break down किसकी presence में होगी? In the presence of water. So these are the enzymes function. This is all about the enzymes function. Is it clear? So this is about the structure and origin. So now let us start with the function performed by the lysosomes. So next is the functions of the lysosomes. So dear student, as we know that lysosome they contain the hydrolytic enzyme. तो हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम क्या करती हैं? व्हेन एनी ऑफ द फॉरेन पार्टिकल क्या होता है? एनी अदर आउट फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड एनी अदर मटेरियल विच एंटर इनटू द सेल. तो व्हाट हैपन? लाइसोसोम क्या करता है? लाइसोसोम डाइजेस्ट द फॉरेन पार्टिकल, ओके, एंड प्रोटेक्ट द सेल. तो लाइसोसोम क्या करता है? फॉरेन पार्टिकल को डाइजेस्ट करता है. व्हाई इट डाइजेस्ट द फॉरेन पार्टिकल? ड्यू टू प्रेजेंस ऑफ दीज हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम, ओके. और इन हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम को हम और क्या कहते हैं? दे आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एसिड हाइड्रोलेसिस. Is it okay? So first of all, their first function is they are known as digestive bags. So digestive bag, I think so. Is it clear? Digestive bag means it digests the foreign particle. And how it digests the foreign particle? Due to the presence of these hydrolytic enzymes in it. Next is they are called the suicidal bags. तो suicidal bags क्या करते हैं? In case of the cell, if we study about the cell, then what happen in the case कि there is present the lysosomes. तो lysosomes क्या करता है? It eats its worn out cell. Means क्या करता है? ये अपने ही dead cell को और damaged cell को eat करता है. So it means ये क्या करता है? इट अंडरगोज सुसाइड, कि ये खुद को खुद ही खा लेता है, खुद को खुद किल करता है. तो दैट्स व्हाई दे आर कॉल्ड द सुसाइडल बैग. अगेन व्हाई सुसाइडल बैग? ड्यू टू प्रेजेंस ऑफ दीज हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम्स. इज इट क्लियर? एंड द थर्ड वन इज दे आर कॉल्ड नेचुरल स्क्वेंजर्स. They are called the natural scavengers. Natural scavengers dear क्या होती हैं? Natural scavengers का मीनिंग हमने अभी कहा कि they eat the foreign particle. तो ये क्या करते हैं? They keep the cell clean. तो जो क्लीनिनेस प्रोवाइड करते हैं, तो स्क्वेंजर्स क्या करते हैं? ये क्या करते हैं? डेब्रिस यानी कि डैमेज्ड पार्ट को और अदर वेस्ट मटेरियल को दे ईट द extracellular debris and keeps the cell clean. Extracellular means जो सेल के लिए required नहीं है, the material which is taken from outside. So that's why they are called the natural scavengers. Is it okay? And the next one is लाइसोसोम्स क्या करते हैं? ये एंजाइम रिलीज करते हैं जो किस में हेल्प करता है? इन दी डाइजेशन ऑफ फूड. हम भी मैंने आपको बताया लाइक न्यूक्लिक एसिड किस में ब्रेक हो जाता है? इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ न्यूक्लियेसिस. प्रोटीन से अमीनो एसिड बनते हैं इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एंजाइम प्रोटीएजेस. इज इट क्लियर? एंड द फिफ्थ वन इज दैट कि जो आपने देखा होगा लार्वा होता है. लार्वा एज यू हैव स्टडीड इन योर क्लास 8 कि फ्रॉग में क्या होगा? लार्वा से डायरेक्ट अडल्ट बन जाता है. दैट इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ मेटामॉर्फोसिस. तो ये मेटामॉर्फोसिस कौन सा है? जो लार्वा से क्या बनेगा? डायरेक्टली अडल्ट फ्रॉग. दैट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ lysosomes. Is it okay? So this was all about the structure of lysosome. So let us start with the next cell organelle, and that cell organelle is called the ribosomes. So dear student, if we talk about the ribosomes, then first of all again the discovery. If we talk about the discovery of the ribosome, then ribosomes were discovered by George Palade. It is the name of the scientist George Palade, and this George Palade, on the basis of his name, the ribosomes, they are also called the Palade particles. They are also called the Palade particles. Is it okay? Next one is the occurrence. So if we talk about the occurrence where the ribosomes are present, then occurrence as they have no any kind of membrane, so they are present in both prokaryotes. So they are present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Is it okay? So they are present in both eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Is that clear? Next one is if we talk about the structure. So in case of structure, the ribosomes, they are small spherical structure. They are small spherical structures present into the cytoplasm. Present into the cytoplasm of a cell. So they are present into the cytoplasm of a cell. So this is about the structure, and if we talk about the functions of the cytoplasm, then functions क्या है? Ribosomes, they are called the protein factories of the cell. They are called the protein factories of the cell because they help in the formation of protein. Is that clear? So again I am repeating, George Palade discovered the ribosome, so that's why they are called the Palade particles, and as they have no membrane, without any membrane. Okay, so that's why they are present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. And if we talk about the structure, then they are small spherical structure without any membrane and are present into the cytoplasm of a cell and function as they help in the protein formation, so they are called the protein factories. So dear student, ribosome is generally, just for your knowledge, I just want to tell you one thing, that ribosome is made up of two particles. One is the large and one is the smaller unit. Is it okay? So again in this way we can draw it. One is the smaller and one is the larger unit. Okay, so one in prokaryotes there are present 70 S type of ribosomes, while in eukaryotes there are present 80 S type of ribosome. These 70 S and 80 S, these are the types of the ribosome. So both have smaller unit and larger unit. In this way 80S also have smaller unit and larger unit. Is that clear? So let's take a recap once again. Today in this class we discussed about the discovery, occurrence, after then structure and function of the lysosome, and finally we discussed the ribosome, that who discovered the ribosome, where is ribosome present, what is the structure of ribosome, next which kind of ribosome is present in prokaryotes and eukaryotes, and finally we study about the function of the ribosome. So hope you have learnt a lot. With this, thanks to all.